There's always hope, you muster your courage. That's right, no hope for any of you fools. Get out of here, all of you, get moving. Maybe, maybe not, I couldn't care less.
You're right. We can't give up.
Or do, I don't really
We
care.
can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Don't. Those guys hate us. Don't go. Oh. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, fuck. I should not have gone in here. Hopefully nothing bad happens. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Wait, no, quest is in here.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Okay. Yeah, just gonna save in case I fuck up or something. There we go.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
You were facing the other way.
Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I remember Varric in Dragon Age 2 always says Andraste's tits as a goddammit. In place of goddammit. Shouldn't you be fleeing the Dark Swan? I was hoping to meet Arl Eamon, in fact. So your quest for the ashes brought you here? Tell me more about this Urn of Sacred Ashes. Your friend Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his. Hopefully I can come back to that option.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I'd like to hear what you've learned. It simply seems like a waste of time. Perhaps I could help you.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Oh, yeah, about that. About that, I came back to that option.
My fellow knight and traveling companion. Though.
More than delayed.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
Oh, I mean, give it like a week or whatever. You probably would have known. Is there a reward, perhaps? I'm sorry about your friend. I drove off the bandits at... Oh! Oh! It was that Templar. Yeah, that sucks.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Me too, buddy.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Teyrn Loghain. So... Huh. Let's go with the first one.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Teyrn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden.
For what?
Whatever the Teyrn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Is there any point in going to Redcliffe? Do you think Loghain is involved with the Arl's illness? Do you have any advice?
The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We
Whoops.
should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Alright then.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
You, not so much. Alright.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant
Ever
of
wonder
light
if that's
scattered
an
in the
accurate
darkness.
likeness of Andraste?
Word dispelled,
Maybe
fear
she was
and
ugly.
ignorance.
Maybe
Let
she had
those who
bucked
cry
him.
out from the shadows
How
be
will we
comforted.
know?
Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
And when the
Oh,
chant spreads
it's
across
locked.
all four corners of
Can't
the
unlock.
world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker.
Who's that?
Let him
Revered
hear
mother.
our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication.
Okay.
and enduring perseverance.
Let's see if Morgan has anything to say about a chantry.
What do you wish of me?
God damn it.
If you must.
Oh, I could ask you some questions. There's a lot. How did you become a shape changer? Did you grow up in the Gorkari wilds? Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry? Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Your mother has been doing this for a long time then. That does sound like something you do, but it's just a legend, right?
Oh? I truly doubt that children would be worth the effort. They are filthy, smelly things full of tears and snot and trouble. That said, I cannot speak for the tastes of my mother. She has, after all, lived a very lengthy time in the wilds and done many things I know nothing of. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms as well? Can anyone become a shape changer? Do you spend a lot of time as an animal? I've never heard of magic like that before.
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
I forgot what I asked you, to be honest. Oh, okay, never mind.
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Oh.
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
You could try, though.
No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are impossible. What a wicked, wicked man you are! Shall I take that as a prophecy? Some of these
What
traditions are
happened
only
there?
indeed passed down as
What
carefully
happened with the
guarded
audio
laws from
there?
one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That was interesting. The dialogue played of her coming on to, or flirting, I mean. Just halfway through what she... Just halfway through her talking, it just played. Alright then. By practitioners, you mean apostates, don't you? The Chantry simply seeks to protect us from danger. Or, well, yeah. Isn't that sort of magic open to abuse? That's good, such traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Yeah. I think your abilities sound quite useful. It does seem a little revolting. Maybe tied to a flagpole and tickled. What the fuck? That would just make you angry, I think. At the very least.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you?
Little man?
But enough of such talk.
Excuse
Let us
me.
proceed lest the dust gather on us.
Excuse me. Little man. Oh, whatever.
Only the word
Let's go.
dispels the darkness upon us. And when the Maker spoke,
I should probably save. Yeah, that one. Forgot I have to open the door. And we are going somewhere over there. I feel like we're gonna get stopped at some point because of Morrigan.
I'm cold. I don't like this.
Too bad, dude. It's a sunny day. It's not cold. Fuck off.
Tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
Oh.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Yeah.
I'm cold. I don't like
Well then. Shut the fuck up, Jesus. You can say that every time I pass you? Okay, good. This travel thing over there, I guess. Couple of quests here.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
No. What do you need traps for? Sorry, I can't make traps. I can't help you for, well.
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Why don't you just buy some? Barlin has poison traps on his land. Sorry, I can't make traps. Oh, well, yeah.
He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
Oh yeah, I can't really fucking help you, so... Obviously, these people are fucking poor, so... Whatever.
None to be had.
Oh.
Barlin has all the traps in the
Oh,
village
okay,
in
I
his
assumed
fields.
wrong then. Alright.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't use traps. I'd give you some if I could. Give me that. Give me this before I talk to you.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Okay. What's going on here? What? You think I'm a refugee? Actually, I was more hoping I could help you. Never mind for a while.
Ever since good King Kalen passed, refugees and soldiers have been passing through. I'm the elder here, and I've my hands full making sure refugees don't turn to petty theft, or worse. Sir Bryant at the Chantry is seeing to matters of defence and such. He'd have more of an ear for your type.
Okay, what?
Too much to do, and not enough time. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, but my friend does. Afraid not.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Okay. Maybe you'll be the one person I don't take payment from. You're not a shit. Like a lot of other people.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
Oh, that sucks. Oh, hey. Oh, Jesus.
Starit, mera de twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, anan sam kyun.
I remember you.
You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner. Who put you here? What are you? Then I'll leave you at your fate. To your fate.
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I'm very pleased to meet you, and just what are you doing in there? Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming.
Oh, okay.
Though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I found myself in need of skilled help. What did you do to end up here? I could give you some food and water. I could end it for you now, if you prefer.
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement? Who did you murder? Are you guilty? Capturing you must have been difficult. How long have you been there? Here.
20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most. Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed?
Both.
However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
If you feel guilty about the murder, why did you do it? He didn't say he felt guilty.
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
Yeah. Aren't you interested in seeking atonement? I read that already, I think.
Death will be my atonement.
Well. There are other ways to redeem yourself, so you would prefer to die. I suppose you're right.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You could help me defend the land against the Blight. I am on a quest of great importance. What do you care so long as you're free? I don't know.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Why do you ask? Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Ah, it is. Will the revered mother let you free? I'll leave you for now.
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Alright.
Farewell, then.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
Well, don't worry, Morgan. We're gonna get him. Do not worry. I was gonna try and follow that up with something, but I couldn't think of anything. My brain, as usual, hurts. The bed sounds really, really amazing right now. Laying down in bed, that is. Also, am I saying that right? Is it Revered Mother? Or am I just reading that wrong? At the least, I actually checked this room earlier, so I know she's here. Oh, well, it also shows it on the map. And we'll make a new save, just in case. Chantry, why does it say it now instead of Lothering?